Right, so you said you've got something you want to talk about.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're talking about ASA nerfs, yeah? So we had ASE, and we got used to ASE, and we played ASE for 5 years or so. Now, every time they decided to recapture the interest in Ark, and they released a DLC, and they wanted us all to come flooding back onto the servers to play again, they'd release new shit, yeah? And they would add new stuff to the game. Every time they did this, it kind of fucked the game a bit. Now, they know that adding cryopods to the game fucked it up. It changed all metas, it changed a lot of PvP combat, it changed everything that they intended for the game. They didn't want us going into a cave and throwing out a fucking dinosaur.
No.
They didn't want us going into the snow cave and chucking out a giga.
But I'm okay with it.
No, I love that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love that. I don't want to go into the snow cave and chuck out a giga.
We've had to figure out ways of doing it.
Now, it's nice to be able to have the challenge, yeah? But just hear me out. They were saying they ruined their own game by giving us the pods, and then we're suddenly chucking out dinos in caves and making it really easy and spamming our way through. They didn't like it. It changed the way of the game, but they didn't think this was going to happen. The players do stuff with what they're provided, then they go, ah, shit, that's totally changed the meta on the game. Now, they've done that with the pods. We've seen it. It's happened. They've given us the pods again. They've nerfed them.
They've given us pods just for dino storage, so that you
but that's
can have more dinos.
But they've given us the pods again.
Yeah.
But they've nerfed the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So it's got me thinking, what else are they going to nerf? Because I don't want this video to be about pods. We're just talking about the principle of what they've done with the pods. Now, it's got me thinking about, they have done loads throughout the years. They've released loads of new dinos, new things, new stuff, with all of the later DLCs that have come out that have in some way broken the game and altered the gameplay. I thought we were going to get a remaster of what we knew, but we're not. They are changing things to try and recapture the game they remember, that they wanted, that they intended right from the beginning.
Before all the quality of life updates.
Yes. Now, what else are they going to nerf? Now, number one, absolute guarantee. I can almost guarantee it. And I'm happy to say that because it's so fucking far gone before we get it. They are going to nerf the Stryder.
Yeah.
The Stryder killed the game. It made every dino fucking useless.
Obsolete.
You never used an Anki. You didn't farm on shit.
Bronto, got no need.
Fuck them all. Yeah. Because the Stryder was too good. Ruined the game. Absolute dog shit edition. And if it comes back in the same way, I'm going to have one and I'm going to use it. Because it's too fucking easy.
That's the thing, that we will use it.
So you will use it because it's there. I don't want to. I want to go and get fibre on a Theory.
Yeah.
Because I love doing that. I love the Theory. I love gathering with the dinos because that's what they're there for. Playing a dinosaur game, not a Star Wars replica.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be knocking around on an 80-80 just fucking hoovering up all the mats.
But if it's there, you'll use it.
But if it's there, I'm going to use it because it's so much quicker and so much easier. That is going to be almost a guaranteed nerf because they saw us do that.
Yeah.
They saw what happened to those Gen 2 servers. Those Stryders cost 20 teams a time.
Yeah.
People having 10, 15 of these motherfuckers out there, all labelled for a different resource like a fucking twat. You do not need it. You can change the Deddy box it's on. Don't do that. Yeah, but anyway, they all had like 10 Stryders. Some of them were painted different colours for the mats they were on.
Yeah.
And then they fucking sat there. You are not taking that out to get stone that often that you need a stone dedicated Stryder. You twat. So don't fucking do that. But anyway, I hope they nerf the shit out of the Stryders so that dinos still become relevant.
Yeah.
They might. I think they will. I hope they do.
Make dinos relevant again.
Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. They're going to change it. Because I didn't think they would. I thought they were just going to remaster it, give them a bit more like, we'll put a bit of shading on this, a bit of detail on that, give them the game again, everyone's happy. No, they're going to change stuff.
This is not the game as we knew it.
No, and they're going to try and change stuff to try and keep that PvP meta and even PvE. They want to slow our progression a bit.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, they want to slow our progression. But they're going to nerf Stryders, yeah? They are also, they are going to nerf Element in Space.
And the Skiff.
The Skiff. Oh, I'm so onto that, yeah. The Skiff is going to get nerfed. They are going to nerf, I reckon they're going to nerf weight or the grab or something. They're going to make the skiff, because you were picking up Brontos, we're picking up Gigas, we're picking up fucking Stryders, we pick up anything, yeah?
Yeah.
Now they're going to nerf that. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a weight limit or something they're going to do to what you can grab.
They're going to nerf it in the way they've nerfed the Rhynio.
Yes, yeah,
with
yeah.
the carrying being slower.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm gutted about that Rhynio thing.
Yeah,
there was no need for that on PvE.
They nerfed the Rhynio. They made him really fucking slow to carry. But now who gives a shit? Because we just podded up anyway. Brought pods in. Doesn't matter. As much as this is a video...
Actually, you say who gives a shit, but PvP, you can carry something over and drop it in someone's base, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Rich was saying... you can pick up a Diplo full of with like 10 people, armed men, and then drop that with a Rhynio. You know,
I totally get it, the PvP, yeah, but it is what it is. They nerfed it. It was not a massive nerf. It's just an inconvenience more than a...
But on official, you can't throw pods out in people's bases, so you could actually bring like something on a Rhynio instead. Yeah. So they're not useless on PvP,
but they're balancing the game towards what they intended.
Yeah.
That is going to come with several other nerfs. Yeah. As we go through the other DLCs. Through the other DLCs. Like, we're just waiting for Scorched to come out, yeah? Yeah. That Gollum is a hell of a soaker. Yeah. But I'm sure they've nerfed Stegos. I'm sure they've nerfed Stego health mutations, because they have nerfed a lot of dinos and what they can gain through a mutation.
You've noticed as well that they've nerfed certain dinos.
It feels a little bit like certain dinos are more likely to gain a mutation than others, and they're more likely to gain a mutation in a desirable stat than others.
Because you've got 2 lines on the go.
I've got 2 lines on the go, and I'm getting, let's say I've got average 10 mutations in health and 10 mutations in melee on baryonyx, yet I've only got 5 mutations in health on a Theri and 5 mutations in melee on a Theri.
And you're hatching the same amount of eggs.
I'm hatching the same amount of eggs, and I'm doing them at the same time every day, whenever that day is. And I'm getting less mutations on the Theri. I don't know if it's just my imagination and me just being pissed off because of the luck, but I just have a sneaky suspicion. So if other people are running 2 lines, let me know. Are you finding some are more prone to getting that health and melee mutation than others? But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of nerfs. What are they going to do to Wyverns? What are they going to do to Gollums? That's coming out in Scorched. Are they going to fuck with it? Yeah, the chainsaw, crazy OP for hide and pelt and stuff like that. We loved it. Are they going to nerf it? What can they do? They can do anything they want now to try and balance this game. Yeah. Guarantee you, Stryder is going to get fucked. I reckon Element in Space is going to get fucked.
Yeah, sorry I interrupted you when you were saying about that.
Element in Space, it's crazy OP. It ruined the game. It gave us too much fucking Element. You cannot disagree with that. It was insane.
It was nice having all the Ellie.
Yeah. But what they couldn't do is release the game, have that, and then on ASA at the end go, oh yeah, by the way, we're just going to halve or even a quarter all the fucking Element. I'm sure they even did at one point nerf.
Yeah, it felt like it. Yeah,
it was so OP when it first came out, but they couldn't nerf it to a respectable level.
They may nerf what the Stryder does with it.
I think they'll nerf what the Stryder does. Yeah,
because you'd be farming out there and someone would come and Stryder just suck up the whole
like I mean, the Yankee got enough. Just fucking nerf the Stryder. You might be okay.
Yeah.
But they're going to nerf a lot. Yeah. I reckon we're going to see nerfs across the board as DLCs come out for a balancing, because they realised when they released this stuff originally, it broke the game and it fucked shit up. And they released this stuff to make us go, oh, no way, I'm coming back and I'm going to play it again. Fuck, really? I can get 10,000 Element in half an hour? I'm fucking coming over and playing again. And they did it to entice us back into the game. But then they realised they've got a completely unbalanced shambles of a game when it got to the end of Gen 2. Yeah. And if you were PvP, you are fucked, yeah? It's just they really ruined it for any aspect of PvP. And even on PvE, we started over on official towards the end, about a month before they closed the servers. There's a bit of a homage to it, yeah? In a month from having a nothing, we had a full giant tech base, shit tons of dinos. Yep. Everything we needed, and we'd gone and redone a load of bosses. And that was with no trades, no handouts, just starting again. And it was because of the Gen 2, because of the Stryders, because of all that shit. Yeah. Now, it is too OP. They know it. They're going to nerf it. Bring the fucking incubators in now. It is ridiculous. There is nothing OP about being able to see the fucking egg before it hatches. Having the server performance drop because someone's hatching 200 eggs is not a good thing. Don't be a bellend. Bring us a fucking incubator.
Because people want their breeding lines.
Yeah, they want breeding lines, but nobody wants to sit around. They're like, quality of life, yeah? Let me just put it in a fucking incubator.
Yeah.
But also server performance, and it's not OP.
No.
It's not OP because you're going to see what's in that egg anyway. It's going to hatch. It's not OP. It doesn't help anything. It's just a quality of life thing.
Yeah.
And
it does help server performance.
It does help server performance. Also, and it should have been in the game from original... When they decided to make a game and they were like, yeah, we've got a dinosaur game, you can tame them, you can fight bosses with them, and someone in the office goes, yeah, how about we make them breedable? And not one motherfucker in the fucking office says, shall we give them a fucking incubator? And they went, no, let's give them an air conditioner. No, that's to help the temperament in the base. Yeah. So we can be cool in the base or warm in the base. Yeah. If you live in the snow, you put them in so you graduate temperature. And they're like, oh, fuck it, I'll do the same thing for an egg. They'll put one down. No, what we ended up doing is putting 70 of those motherfuckers under our base so we could hatch a wyvern egg or a rock drake egg. So we just spam the shit out of them. So what they've done, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but the amount of incubators you need is a lot less.
Yeah.
So,
and they're smaller.
So they've basically said, yeah, we can see what you're doing. You're still going to have to do it. But now you're not going to have to build 70 of them. Now, an incubator, I don't see as being a problem. Give us an incubator. You're being just completely ridiculous.
Like you said, there's nothing OP about it. It's just good quality of life.
I don't think they're not giving us an incubator because of they're going to nerf it or because there's nothing to nerf. It just did what it did.
They've not brought it across yet.
They've just not had time to figure the code in. Yeah. They haven't coded it for this. They haven't done it. That's why we haven't got that.
I think so.
I think we're going to get that before Gen 2, but when they get time to do it, whenever that is.
I hope so.
But nerfs. Let's keep talking about nerfs. I want to know. I really do think a lot of the Gen and Gen 2 stuff's going to get nerfed. I even think the maps are going to get nerfed themselves.
Well, it already feels like the... you know when you're on official and you pick up when you're farming?
Yeah, does anyone else feel like the 1 times we have now, which I know is equivalent to 2 times and all that bullshit, but the 1 times we have now on ASA is worse than the 1 times we have on ASE. It really does feel like 1 times from a fair few years ago. Yeah. They know they doubled the rates. And
they've done it a few times.
Yeah.
But
I think they've nerfed the rates on ASA to slow progression down in general again.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it did feel like
let me know what you think on that one, because I really felt like that's definitely slower.
It felt more grindy.
Yeah. What else do you reckon we're going to have nerfed? I have a sneaky suspicion the Thyla might have been dealt with the bleed, because I was getting attacked by a Thyla earlier and it wasn't quite taking off as much health as I thought. It used to be a percentage-based thing. So I don't know.
We haven't tried to kill a Titanosaur with them or anything yet.
I haven't dealt with it enough, so I hope I'm wrong on that, but I've only dealt a little bit with them. But if you guys have noticed a difference, tell me. Yeah, anything with any other dinos as well. But what do we reckon is going to get nerfed as we go forward on this? What I hope they don't do is take away any of our breedables. I hope the Wyverns stay breedable. I hope the Rock Drakes stay breedable. I hope it doesn't go back to day 1 style.
Oh shit, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Are they going to nerf our breeding ability? Are they going to take that away from us? I just feel like after what they've done with the pods, I don't feel secure in anything on the new when the DLCs come out. I'm not secure in, like, you know, we're sort of like, oh yeah, aberration. Can't wait. I'm going to have a mean rock drake breeding line. Are you though?
Yeah.
Or are they going to like not allow them breedable again? Or what's going to be nerfed? Or what's going to be changed?
I wonder if they'll actually make griffins breedable, because the amount of people wanting that was insane.
Yeah, I'd like them to be breedable. I think they should be. I think they should probably be a live birth, though.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think you should have a griffin egg.
No, they look like...
it's fucking furry. Yeah. It don't have an egg.
If it's furry, it
don't have an egg. What else? What else are we going to nerf? What else are they going to fuck up on? Can you think about what came out that broke the game? Gen 1 and Gen 2, definitely.
Elephant farming. Obviously, the elephant farming? The elephant farming on Gen 1 wasn't that OP. Plus, no releasing from Cryopods, so how are we going to get in that volcano out with an Anki?
Yeah.
That's going to be tough when you can't fly or anything.
Yeah.
That's going to be rough. Like, are we going to be in there with pickaxes or mantis with picks, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, you're thinking now, when you have to go to Gen 1, and you're biome teleporting... I don't know if you remember, but biome teleporting on Gen 1 was fucking ridiculous, because you would teleport and then the dino you had teleported with that was standing next to you was suddenly not there, and you'd gone somewhere else, and you'd gone under the map.
Oh my god, yeah.
So what we used to do is pod it up, then teleport, then unpod, so you knew you would definitely get there with your fucking dino. You can't do that now because you've got to teleport to a place where you can build a cryo fridge to unpod, but you can't build anywhere on Gen 1.
No,
because they've got so many of those no build zones that you can't even build a cryo fridge to unpod.
On account of the missions.
So all of those missions, you know, we're like, do a bit of the mission, pod up, fly to the next bit, unpod, do this. No, you can't. So those missions are going to be so fucking awful now because you're going to have to make sure you buy your own teleport or literally walk across the Gen 1 biome to that specific mission with everything you need. Full fucking army for some of them brutes.
Yes.
And you're not going to be able to unpod them.
No.
Because you can't unpod, because you can't build, and no.
Unless, and you don't think this is going to happen, but I still think it might. With Extinction, they bring out the regular pod.
Nah, not happening.
Bring back the
not happening. No.
pod.
No, they're not going to bring out the regular pod with Extinction, because this is the pod. We have it now. They've done this to change the mechanics and the metas for the game, predominantly PvP. What else are they going to do that with?
I don't know.
What else is there? What are they going to do? They could nerf the Titans after we've tamed them.
Yeah. They couldn't, not if you've got to defeat King Titan with them.
You have no idea. They can do whatever they want.
What, do you remember that time they took away fishing rods?
Yeah, when they just took away fishing rods because we were getting too OP BPs. That's the thing as well.
They did it on ASA.
They've nerfed so much. Yeah, the BP farming has gone ridiculously easy.
Yeah.
For the island, the amount of BPs you can find, the high quality loot, and even fishing loot with a nice fishing rod you get from a squid. Even that loot is so OP compared to what it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
I get where they're going with the game, because they're doing that. They've buffed. Okay, we're talking about nerfs.
I know why they've done that as well, though. People were selling them for real money. The BPs. Yeah.
But what they've done here, they have nerf stuff, but they have done some buffs. The loot is a buff.
Yeah.
So they have buffed something.
Yeah.
I do buff some things. But it's done to stop out of game trading.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane because who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be sitting around going, oh no, I'm not going to be able to buy a BP. I'm not going to be able to sell my BPs. No, you're not going to be able to sell your BPs because that bloke down the road might have a decent flak set BP. Yeah. But you're still going to be able to sell him your fucking Giga line.
Yes.
Or you could sell him a neutered Giga because people are so fucking stupid. They'll want it regardless.
They will, yeah.
They'll still buy your shit. On a game like this, you cannot get away with real money trades. It's going to happen. So anyway, let's not moan about that because they've given us great loot. Yeah, but that's why they've done it. But they have buffed that. So they've buffed that, which I think actually spreads out the wealth a little bit. Yeah. If you're not lucky enough, sometimes you've got to grind out these drops for months and months to get what you want. Now it's not so bad. But I'm just a bit concerned about what's going to be nerfed on the maps and the items and the dinos that I've come to know, understand, and enjoy using. Right, so we have mainly talked about Gen 1 and Gen 2 because everybody knows that both those maps broke the game.
Yeah.
But there is shit in Extinction which broke the game too. Mana's had to get nerfed every fucking week before PvP was happy.
Yeah.
Like, Velos are still pretty damn OP if you ask me, yeah? Are they going to nerf them further? What mana are we going to get now? Or are they going to go, remember we fucked that up? Should we just give it another little fucking nerf before we release it on Extinction? You don't know. Gachas, gachas. They have really tried to slow progression down. The amount of black pearls you get from a gacha, it's ridiculous. There's no point farming it ever. As soon as you get a gacha, black pearl gacha, you'll never farm black pearls again. You only use the gacha. Yeah. And the amount of gachas people had, they're fucking gacha towers. No, we don't need another rant. All them giant, ugly ass...
We don't need another rant about a gacha tower.
But anyway, those ugly ass fucking gacha towers. But what if they increase the radius further? So you only, within a 200 foundation radius, you can only have one pair. What if they do that? What if they nerf the gachas on that way? Because gachas are amazing. What if they nerf the element you get from it? They could do anything.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the current nerf we've had, which is some dinos in breeding stats and the pods? What do you think will get nerfed next?
Yeah.
And do you think we're going to get any buffs? I want people to come in the comments. This should be a video a conversation we had on stream, but
we should have.
We just haven't had time to stream recently. So I want this to be a bit of a conversation in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you think about the nerfs? What do you think could be nerfed? What do you like? What do you dislike? What do you think has been ruined? What do you think they shouldn't bring back into the game? Let us know in the comments. I want to have a bit of a chat on this one because I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know.
Get the bell on.